A high value woman. Hello ladies, so welcome to my live. I have like a few minutes. I'm waiting for my train and I want to chat a little bit with you about how to be a high value woman. So I'm gonna wait for more of you to tune in. Hello, hello, hi guys, hello, hello everyone, hello Pinto. What are you guys up to? Hello. Okay, let me type the title. I'm good. How are you? How to be a high value woman. So I'm waiting for the train. So if my internet connection messes up, like that's because I'm commuting. How to be a high value woman. Okay.
Madame, Monsieur, aujourd'hui, mercredi 13 septembre, les difficultés liées à un manque de personnel nous obligent à réduire
What are you guys up to?
Avant de vous rendre en gare sur cette période, nous vous conseillons de
So,
vérifier le de votre
I want to discuss being a high value woman because this is something that I don't talk about it enough, but I want to. Well, okay, let me.
Merci de votre attention.
How to be more confident in such unplanned situations. Okay, we're gonna get back to that maybe like in another life, but today, yeah, I want to focus on being a high value woman. So the other day, like I met some fellow entrepreneurs, and when I talked about what I do for a living, I was like, yeah, I coach women and I help them, get the love life that they want and all of that. And it's funny because the reaction of one of those women was like, oh my god, it must be so hard, like you have to carry so much mental load, like as if the women that I coach were a burden, you see. And I think that she thought that because many people tend to think that for you to hire a coach or a dating coach, it means that you are broken, that you reached a high level of despair and all of that. But that's not that at all. Like the women that I coach have high standards for their love life, and the women that I have in coaching, I have like lawyers and all of that. They aren't desperate at all. They are winning in many layers, in many aspects in their lives, and they want the best for their love life. And what I want to say as well is like a lot of people are like, yeah, I don't care about men, I don't even save their number and all of that, but then they meet a guy that they really like and they start to have anxiety, you see, because the guy, he's not consistent, he's not really into them and all of that. Or when the guy, wants to see them, now they cancel everything, their friends don't exist anymore. So you see, you care about having a relationship. Right now you say, yeah, you don't care and all of that because for now you don't have any guy that you really like. But if you meet a guy that you really like, I know that you will care, and I know that if you are insecure now, you're gonna have a lot of anxiety. Okay, there is the train. So yeah, okay, hang on a little bit. So yeah, the women that I have in coaching aren't broken, they aren't desperate, they are doing well, and they have high standards for their love life. And not only that, like they want to end the anxiety when they deal with men that they really like, because this is the challenge that most women have. Like when they don't like the guy too much, well, they are okay, they don't care about the guy at all. But then when they meet the guy that they like, they start to have anxiety, like the man is not falling in love and all of that. So all they get is situationships. This is where I help you. I make sure that you build a genuine connection fast, because that's the secret. You need to know how to build that connection, how to bond with the guy, because the reason why he's not committing to you and all of that is because the connection is on your end only. You are starting to like him, but like he likes you as as a friend basically. But for him to fall in love and for him to commit, if he's like healthy, masculine and all of that, for him to commit to you, he needs to fall for you in a way where he feels masculine around you. And this is something that many women don't understand. They think, okay, he wants to see me, he tells me that I'm pretty, that I'm cool, that I'm so normal. Like, this is something that came up once with one of you, and you were like, yeah, he tells me like that I'm so normal compared to the women that he's used to. But that's like, okay, it's great that you aren't crazy and all of that, but the point is not just to not be crazy. The point is for him to be magnetized by you. Do you understand? And this is the level where I get you when I coach you, and this is the level where I get the women that I coach, because this is how he will stop thinking about other women, and he's gonna think, okay, like even when he's out and the other women are pretty and all of that, he's gonna think none of them are as great as my girl. And this is the goal. Okay, because if right now you are dealing with someone and he doesn't think that about you, you will always have anxiety. You see, this is the reason why you have anxiety when you date. It's because you don't feel secure in that relationship, and the only way for you to feel secure when dating is when you become magnetic and you know that that guy is totally magnetized by you. Okay, so another thing that I want to talk about when it comes to how to be a high value woman is that I have noticed, like, I have talked with many people, with a large following and all of that. And when you don't talk with them directly, you think, yeah, they are fine. Like, on social media, everyone seems like very kind, very genuine and all of that. But a lot of people that you may be following aren't high value in terms of their heart. Okay, they might be high value because, for me, this is not high value. You might think that they're high value because they post empowering stuff about dating, like, yeah, don't date a broke guy, be with a provider and all of that. But it doesn't mean that their own heart is beautiful. You see, so if you want to be a high value woman, you need to make sure that your heart is beautiful. And this is something that I talk about in my book, How to Bag a High Caliber Man in 12 Weeks. But almost everyone overestimate how great they are in terms of character and personality. Like, I'm sure most people will tell you, yeah, I'm a nice person and all of that. I don't understand why I have this, why I don't have this and all of that, because we all overestimate our level of kindness. But like, for you to truly be kind, you need to be intentional in the way that you are with people. Because when you think about it, like, I think that what most people mean when they say, yeah, I'm a nice person, is that they think I'm polite. This is what they have in mind, actually. Like, okay, I'm not rude, so I'm a nice person. But everyone is like that. Okay, there is another trend. But like, what I want to say is that almost everyone is nice. Okay, some people are like, particularly rude, but other than that, like, almost everyone is nice and polite. So you can't say that, okay, this is my competitive advantage. Like, okay, I'm a nice person. Like, if you want to stand out, you need to make sure that you are extremely intentional in the way you treat others. Okay, this is where I want to challenge you. How are you being intentional in your relationships? Or how are you making sure that others feel loved, appreciated? How are you making sure that the guy that you deal with feels masculine around you? Okay, and how are you being kind to yourself as well? And I know, for example, like the other day, and then I felt bad about myself, actually. So the other day I was meeting a client, and it was in front of a building, and there was someone waiting, and it was a guy, and he told me like, oh, are you waiting to visit that apartment? And I answered like, no. But like, looking back, when I think about how I answered, like, I felt like my reaction was too cold, and I told myself, Eunice, you could have been more friendly. And you see, there are many times like that where we aren't as kind as we should be. Like, I wasn't mean at all, I wasn't rude, but looking back, I still feel like my answer was cold, and I could have been like, more like, okay, no, I'm not visiting that apartment, I'm sure you're gonna have it, like like best of luck. You see, I should have said something like that, but like on the spot I was like I was just like, no, I was, focused on my appointment. And yeah, you see, you have many moments like that when you aren't as kind as you thought that you, like as kind as you want to be, right? So yeah, I want to challenge you, like to reflect on those moments where you could have given others, more kindness, even when you could get nothing from them, you see. Okay, there is like a troll here, so I'm gonna block you. Like, let me finish the call, the live, and then I'm gonna block you. But maybe I can do it now. Let's see. Okay, blocked. And yeah, and what I want to say as well is that we all have, like, none of us is kind 100% of the time, but I still think that you can, just by deciding that, oh my god, that just by deciding that you want to be more intentional in the way you treat others and how you treat yourself, you're gonna increase the train announcement. Yeah, by being intentional about how you treat others, you're gonna increase the amount of love that is available to you as well. Because a lot of women are like, yeah, I only meet fuck boys and all of that. But the thing is, like, okay, you're attractive, so you're gonna meet all kind of men, and among those men, some of them will be fuck boys. But I also think that when you are grounded in love, you attract more people who are as loving as you, if not more. Okay, does that resonate with you? And what I want to say as well is that most people aren't really like, don't have character goals. Like, you can meet them in 10 years, they're the same people. Like, you want to be the same person in a good way, but most people remain the same in the way where they don't evolve. And a woman who is feminine, she's always thinking about ways to reinvent herself, you see, because she knows that this is a challenge. Like, she is a challenge, so she works on being perceived as a challenge by reinventing herself. So how are you doing that? And for those of you who can't stay until the end, don't worry, I'm gonna put the replay of this live on YouTube, okay? And even the live that I had the other day, it's on YouTube now, so make sure you have a look. And this one, I'm gonna put it certainly on Monday. Okay, my train is here. Well, I will see you next time. Bye bye.